If I wrote you a symphony just to say how much you mean to me, what would you do if I...
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. In today's video, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be doing another video of our solo travel one-on-one series. But this video, we're going to be talking about the top 5 travel destinations within the US. When it comes to solo traveling, I've already made a video on solo travel one-on-one, a beginner's guide to booking your first trip, blah, 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 blah. I'll link it in the cards right here. You can click on it, and it'll also be down in the description box as well at the end of this video. Let's get right into it. Starting at number 1, we have San Francisco, California. So I know San Francisco can be a lot. I know a lot of people say it's overrated. I've lived in San Francisco twice during my travel nurse journeys, and I absolutely love it. I love the city so much. Now, I'm a Southern girl, so sometimes the food, to me, it's depending on what type of food I'm getting, but the Asian cuisines out there are amazing. You can find anything out there, okay? Lots of food choices. Transportation is easy to get around. I hate taking public transportation, but San Francisco has one of the best transportation systems ever. It's so easy to get around the city. The Ubers are really cheap there, depending on where you go. Now, if you're crossing the bridge, it's gonna be a little steep, but the transportation system is really good. There's so much to do, so many things to see. You've got the wharf, Fisherman's Wharf. You got the different neighborhoods within the city. You can also rent a car, go outside the city, drive down Highway 1, go up to Napa. Like, there's just so many things to do in San Francisco and / NorCal. Like, love it so bad. Some of the attractions they have here: the Golden Gate Bridge, Alcatraz, the famous prison where they held Machine Gun Kelly and all that. I went there. One time is good enough for me. It just gives me eerie vibes. You have Lombard Street, the street that like does this, you know, like the little snake or whatever. So cool to drive down, but it's so weird because people actually live on this street. So yes. So the number 2 place on my list would have to be Sedona, Arizona. Y'all might fight me for this, but some people may say Phoenix, Scottsdale, and you can include that. I will give that a pass, okay? I personally never been to Phoenix, which I'm planning on going this year, but I have been to Sedona, and I love Sedona. I only was there for like 24 hours, but I drove into Sedona. I stayed at a hotel there. It was very nice. It was super hot. I will say Sedona definitely gives like girls trip or solo trip. Everybody was minding their own business. It was so great. Lots of hiking trails. The mountains are gorgeous. The rock formations are beautiful. You're the person that likes relaxation and just like more peaceful, naturey type vibes. Sedona is definitely a place for you. A lot of the visitors come for like wellness retreats, and the same for like Phoenix as well. So I definitely feel like this is a great place to book a solo trip to, and the flights are pretty affordable. So the 3rd place on my list, and these are in no particular order, I will say these are in no particular order, but the 3rd place on my list is San Diego, California. And San Diego has my heart. Hands down. This past year, I did take a contract in San Diego, California. I lived there for 3 whole months. I wish I could have extended, but the 3 months was just too short of a time. I really wish I could have gotten an apartment down there and just had a place. But the pay in SoCal is not like NorCal, so nurse props. But yeah, but sunny San Diego is literally a real thing. I stayed in North County, and you can literally drive from North County down to San Diego, and you can go all the way to Tijuana. I did not do that, but I know a couple people who did. I actually had an Uber driver offer to take me to Tijuana. That probably wasn't a good idea, but at least I didn't do it. If you love the beach, if you love being outside, San Diego is literally the place for you. Like, there's so much to do, so many things to see. There's a beach literally like every few miles. I was offered one day, I rented a car, and I literally just drove down and went to all the beaches. Like, drove down the highway, drove down the coast, stopped at all the beaches, the national parks, seeing what I needed to see, and I was just like in awe, amazed, okay? Some must-see attractions in San Diego includes La Jolla Cove, where all the dolphins, where all the seals are. It's so cute. You can actually go down there and like swim in the little cove, and the seals are like right next to you, but you can't get too close to the seals because they are very territorial, if you didn't know that. Balboa Park in San Diego, and the Gaslamp Quarter is a really nice neighborhood. Little Italy there is super nice, and it's so good. I ate there a couple times, and the gelato, chef's kiss. So if you're ever in San Diego, go make sure you check out those recommendations. But I had such a blast in San Diego, California. I will definitely be going back. The fourth place on my list is Honolulu, Hawaii. So y'all, I love Honolulu, okay? Love Honolulu so much. It's literally the best city ever. If I could choose any one place that I have been on all of my trips in my history of traveling, it would have to be Honolulu, Hawaii. I absolutely loved it. I felt the safest I have ever felt on a solo trip, on a trip in general, in Honolulu. And I'm gonna tell you why. Everybody was so friendly. People were just like naturally to themselves. Even like some of the homeless people that like I passed, like they were doing their own thing, but they didn't bother anybody. I ended up just Ubering from place to place, but then I got a car rental, which the car rentals there are affordable, and it's easy to rent a Mustang or a Jeep. If you go to Honolulu, Hawaii, you have to rent a Jeep or either a Mustang with the top down. No exceptions. It's easy to rent a car to drive around the island. There's beaches everywhere. There's hiking trails everywhere. Like, everybody's super friendly. I have to take a travel contract here before I stop travel nursing. Like, I have to. Must-see attractions in Honolulu, Hawaii. Waikiki Beach, that's where I stayed when I went, just because I wanted to be closer to everything. Even though this is a touristy area, things are a little bit more expensive here, but I feel like as far as solo traveling, it's a great place to be because there's a lot of traffic, right? There's a lot of traffic. There's probably other solo travelers. There's lots of families in this area, lots of vacationers in this area, so you don't feel like a complete tourist. You don't feel like you're isolated in a way. Diamond Head Center, the Diamond Head Trail, Pearl Harbor Memorial, very sentimental. Definitely recommend you go check that out. I did a helicopter tour here, and I got to see the Pearl Harbor Memorial. I didn't actually go in it, but I did see it from above. But yes, beautiful waters. Oh, love the culture, love the Polynesian culture. Definitely respect it 100%. Fifth place I recommend for solo destinations within the US, and this is going to be a little bit controversial, even though it is part of the US, but it's not a state. But San Juan, Puerto Rico was so good to me. I love Puerto Rico really bad, okay? Rico was definitely a top contender on my list. I felt super safe. Everybody was so friendly. The food, the culture was great, amazing. And yeah, you have the Bacardi distillery there. You just have so much there. Definitely on my list. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.
You are beautiful. Would you take me